What's up, Dreamedia family? This is Zach and Chase. We're out here high in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, and today we'd like to make a big announcement. We are now officially your go-to Josh.ai here in Colorado. If you guys are interested in learning more about how Josh.ai can enhance your lifestyle, Dreamedia is getting boots on the ground and really leveling up our quality of service, offering everything from home automation, including lighting control, shade control, and Wi-Fi, CCTV, including home theaters, which you know is our specialty. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down some of our opening order from Josh.ai and some of their best-selling products and discussing why we're offering this manufacturer to you guys here in the Colorado Rocking Territory. All right, guys, let's get into it. Video, we're going to be breaking down Josh.ai. If you're interested in doing a smart home, reach out today for a free video consultation. We take all the headache out of making your home smart. It can be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of options on the market. And here at Dreamedia, we really pride ourselves in getting hands-on with the products that we sell, testing it out, and then reviewing the products and presenting it to you guys through our YouTube videos so that you can find inspiration as to something you can do in your own home. All right, Chase, take it away. Tell what makes this product so unique and why we're offering it here in Colorado.
Yeah, so Josh is a newer control platform in the scheme of how long control platforms have been around.
A couple of years, right?
Yeah, and they're really focused on IP. So you can go ahead and grab serial connections and IRs through their partner Global Cache, but most of what is happening internally here focuses on IP control and really secure first voice control. So there are capabilities with Amazon and Google that can be integrated into other control softwares. You're then letting those companies into your home all the time. Not only that, but you have to be very specific. So if I'm using Amazon Alexa and light, I have to say, turn set kitchen light to this every time that I start a command, or I have to specify the TV location or whatever. So Josh is a little bit smarter than that when it comes to voice control, a lot smarter. So while you have a secure controller that doesn't let communication leave the house, the only thing that Josh actually reaches to the cloud for with your voice is talk to text translation, much like your iPhone or Android when you're in your car. Other than that, all of that data, all your sensitive voice information, maybe the Josh turned on by accident, all of that, the homeowner has access to delete. So it's really security first. You can keep your technicians from seeing it. You can have the log delete as quick as you want. So that's kind of my big thing when it came down to your voice control. Yeah.
What was the verbiage you used earlier? Security first?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. Because you're right, that is a big concern that a lot of homeowners have is, do I want to let AI or voice control, do I want to let Amazon or Google into my home and hear every single word of what's going on in my family's household so they can retarget me? And they sell that data. They do sell the data and then they retarget you with that spot. So you're not going to get that with Josh.ai.
They don't sell any data of the end user. And actually, you can even keep the Josh team from seeing what's going on in your own home.
Oh, beautiful.
You can go in from the home, maybe we'll show that here with this app. Yeah. Like how I have access, and then a couple of the engineers at Josh have access. 2 button clicks, nobody has access to the whole thing.
Very nice.
So it's just really cool. It's also the most user-friendly programmable system. So if I was to deploy this in your house, it left you with, I had all your light loads name, all your audio sources, everything integrated, your door locks. You're not going to have to call me to roll it in to add a dining scene along the lights. So we'll break that down in the app experience. That's really voice control.
We're going to make a full video for you guys on the actual experience and the product functioning in a real home. That's why we came out to this house here in Colorado. It's over 12,000 square feet, and every inch of the house has Josh control. So we're going to walk you through this home and show it in real life operating.
Yeah, because it's as simple as you say, I want the theater to do this. turn off these lights, and you're not, you don't have to do programming. You literally just text Josh and smart enough and decode that.
And I love to go learning aspect of Josh. So like I saw, as an example, you run a command, a group of commands for the lights, the shades. I saw this at CEDIA. They gave me a demo. Lights, shades, and audio. Well, the lights come on, the audio comes on, and the shade down. What does Josh do? Well, it records that data. It keeps a transaction list, essentially, of every single macro, every single function that's happening in the home, and you can go back on that data to see like where your problem occurred.
What was the disconnect? Was it a voice disconnect? Was it a programming disconnect? And
then it learns on these mistakes to improve your experience as you continue to use the product. I love it, how intuitive.
It's a system that'll grow, because you can't hear. There's like 140 light bulbs in this house. How would a guest know what every single light is called? So if they're in the guest bedroom for a couple months and they're for a little bit of time, but they keep referring to a light bulb and then correct it. So like, let's say I'm calling that a sconce, and it's actually in this house that's saying the art light.
Yeah.
I called a sconce, it doesn't do anything, and then I call it art light. That happens enough. That keyword will be added as a call log for them.
That's just exactly what I was talking. Yeah, that's a great example.
And probably the coolest thing, we there's so much to talk about. We could have jumped. We were saying, like with Amazon and Google, you have to be extremely specific on every single command. Josh asked that they refer to as anaphora. So I'm here in the great room. I don't have to say great room lights, great room audio, great room video.
I love that.
I can just say turn off the lights.
And that's really the biggest problem with my system at home currently. I'm using Amazon, is I have to be very specific.
So what was that?
Yeah, repeat that. Not cool.
Yeah.
Not and
it gets frustrating quick.
Yeah, so I've kind of worked around it by creating some groups and using those group scenes for my major functions. But many times before I made a bunch of group scenes and started to memorize those scenes to the voice control, I would get falling on my phone to just do it.
You're not having to learn it. You're having to spend time investing. And then when you're guessing, how do they operate?
That's the key. That's the key. With Josh, anybody, the homeowner could be day one operating their system. Guests can operate it, no problem. And it learns your lifestyle, how you want to function.
And not only that, but if I'm in the guest apartment, when I say watch Netflix, not only is it smart enough to know where I am, it's going to use the distributed audio system to speak back to me.
I love it.
Instead of the little voice module.
Yeah.
Tucked away in the corner somewhere in the house, and then you're struggling to hear it. And something else that's really cool, we'll dive into this with the product, is force even more the next step of security focus. These Nanos have a physical disconnect for the microphone for your more sensitive applications. You understand, maybe you're having a business call, maybe even if you can just delete the call on later, you don't want to have to worry about that. You have a physical disconnect here, as well as on these micros. You double tap button. And I know we've focused heavily on voice control.
Yeah, so let's hit on a couple other key selling features to the product.
The app.
Yeah.
The app looks modern. It feels modern. You can talk to the app. You can text the app. Or you can use it like any other smart system that you're used to, where you go into your room breakdown. And here's my favorite thing that I touch. Everyone else, get on this. A whole page. When you open your app, you're not tied to the living room, the theater. Almost every other control platform, when you open your homeowner app, you're in a room. Then your first order of operation is trying to get out of that room and get to where you want to control. It pulls us in to a dynamic home view.
Automatic.
Yeah, what's happening?
So like my house though, we're using a URC platform.
Yes, sir.
And it dynamically pulls to a home page that displays all of the rooms. I see. So it kind of gives you a recap of what's currently
everything that's happening in the house, what the weather is, and then right there you have a chat window. We'll get a close up of this, but I can text the house.
pretty sweet.
It just seems modern. Maybe you're up late at night, no one else is. You don't want to wake up the voice system that way. You can just shoot a text. Hey, make sure the lights are on. Turn off the theater. And then you can go down into your standard by area breakdown.
So this is kind of how my URC system displays.
Yeah, which is great.
Can you make your own photos?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Let me show them this as well.
Yeah.
Check this out, guys. So this is an example of how each room would be laid out.
All right, so here we go. This is a view of our areas, not our rooms, because this house has so many seconds. So it can be broken up to whatever way you want there. Then we can go into the main house here. I've got an outside zone, my main level, lower level, upper level, recreation zone. So we are on the main level here. Then here you can see a breakdown by round. So depending on how complicated the house is, we could have had all the rooms just listed on the front page. But since there's so many zones in this house, we did not choose to do that. And then we'll just jump into where we are now, the great room. As you can see it, my canvas dynamically pulling in. I've got a master one button solution right at the top for all the lights and shades, as well as my audio and video zones available to me. I break down to go to the living room, and you can see exactly every shade, TV's on there. That's a quick, boom, TV's gone. We can close the shade really quickly here from this thingy. But typically, I didn't even get to this point with Josh because the front end is so easy to use. So again, I don't know if we got this. So here's the order screen. You can see we have one Josh microphone muted. There's an audio zone, 25 shades open, 29 lights on with the house. I can hit recent activity and see what's been going on. So this is kind of what you're talking about. And you can review every command. And then right there, you can see what Josh heard. So if you're having communication issues with him, you can dive right into that. Then we have a device breakdown. So now I can go in and say, well, I don't care about the rooms. I just want to do lights. I just want to look at my cameras, my garage door lock, shades, video. I can look directly at the Josh microphone, see what's going on, and music. And then over here is where I get my scenes, and this is where it gets really cool. So I'm just gonna show how easy it is for a homeowner to make a scene real quick. We'll just make let's say,
And typically with control platforms, you would need to pay for a simple change like this for one of our tech. Even if I can do it remote,
that's an investment on your part. Anytime you work something to change. Okay, so dynamically I set movie time. So just pull in a projector. You can make that whatever photo you want. I'm going to hit next here. So you can add actions by device. So now I can go in and grab a specific light load if I like, right? So that there is no confusion. So we'll go ahead and grab the lights in the theater here. Add devices. And want those off when the movie starts. Done. So now our lights are programmed. Now there's shades in that room as well. So I can just say, close theater shades. I don't have to know any more about programming.
that's just incredible.
So now we've got theater lights, theater shades. I can go ahead and say, watch the, we'll just say Roku, but they have a Kaleidostage, so anything like that, you can go ahead and go in there, and then you can test your scene, get it right. You can put in default responses for Josh and no responses, or use custom responses. So I can go in and get really creative and say, it's movie time. And then through the PA system, as this command's running, Josh is going to go, it's movie time, as the shades drop, as the lights drop. And again, I'm the homeowner, not the programmer here.
That's so sick.
Yeah, so then I'm done with the C. And it's that easy. I hit this button, run C, and we go. Now there's also voice callable. So now anytime I prompt Josh with movie time, it's going to run that scene dynamically. So that's super exciting to me. If you're a tech-forward person that doesn't want you to come out anytime you want a percentage on the light adjusted in the scene, you have access to all of that without me. And then should you get hung up, you can just say, hey, Chase, I was trying to build this scene, yada, 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 I'm having this issue. Now, when I look in, maybe that's a quick fix for me. a lot quicker fix. We're not going back and forth 5-6 times on the phone trying to discover what you want. You kind of wrote it out in text for me. And if Josh doesn't understand it, I can go in there, get that down in just right. It comes out to your house, and that's seeing done. The phone app is just so live. It's very exciting. So really, the voice, security, and the phone experience are what Josh does for me better than a lot of the competitors on the market.
Chase is a big fan. He's been one of the early developers, and I'm really thrilled to have him hands-on here in Colorado, ensuring these systems are deployed perfectly. And more videos that are going to be coming up, we're going to be unboxing all the products you see right here in front of us. We have the processor. This one does have voice control enabled. We also have an additional processor. The core, correct?
This is the core. The one would just give you the phone app, which for a lot of people,
The one.
yeah.
So they have the core and they have the one. This core has the voice control.
Yeah.
The one is for people who maybe want the same interface, the phone app, but not the voice control.
Which brings you more to like a traditional platform. But just that the core gives you such redundancy with the system, and the core is also what allows Josh to speak through your distributed audio system. So they'll all do that, but you'll still get a similar experience to, let's say, the Control 4 app experience like that at a very compelling price point on the Josh one. So if you're scared of voice control, it doesn't block you out of Josh.
So that is one thing that I think we should bring up in this video, is Josh is a more affordable overall hardware package, but they do have subscription fees.
So that can be broken up.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So the hardware here is the cheapest you're going to get a tech like this for ever.
Yeah, it's incredible how cheap it is. It's almost like too good to be true.
Yeah.
But they have some subscriptions on the back end where maybe some other services don't. So like here at Dreamedia, we pride ourselves of offering all of the control systems. So I want to point out, not necessarily the negatives, but some things to consider.
So with a lot of the other control platforms, like, okay, so let's just say URC.
Yeah.
That's all hardware cost.
Yeah.
No software. No matter, nothing. And then if you got Savant and Control 4, that it's kind of a split bag where definitely more of it is going towards the product.
Yep.
But you still have a recurring fee on to actually use your system and an app. Whereas Josh, the hardware is, they're just getting out the door. The coolest thing is the first Josh Micro in deployment ever is still in the field running, because it is a software base, right?
Because they continue to
We're not updating the hardware, we're updating the software behind the products. So I think that some of the earliest Josh Micros are getting about 10 years old now, and they're still, that
10 years.
Yeah, but they're around to develop.
So they didn't know or realize, when did they actually launch? Do you know what year that was?
No, but I can chat. I just mean like the first developed units is the same hardware inside. So maybe this, like to give you a comparison, would be like a Trenoff processor, where your investment in the product is solid.
And they just continue to roll out more and more features.
Or like when Josh first deployed at this house, ChatGPT was not integrated. It is app. So now I can prompt the system and say, hey, tell me about this Viking invasion, or send me a chocolate chip cookie recipe. Josh really is working for you. But that subscription fee can be paid for so the software can be bought outright. You can also set it up
indefinitely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or you can set it on a subscription, every month until it's paid off, for every couple months until it's full.
That's good to know. It makes our customers who don't like the fees, because even myself, I agree. It's hard when you get 20 different, everything out of fee. I mean, it's every $10 to $30 in subscription fees. I probably add 30 out of that.
Yeah.
So they add up quickly.
And everybody wants that subscription fee now. So that's kind of,
yes, it's nice to know that they can just buy it out. You're kind of like on your things and Mars.
So you have options of finance the software or just get it out of the gate.
Nice.
And then your system will run. So it's a very compelling product line, and we're going to dive into it. Very modern looking solutions too. And because they have retrofit, so we'll just say this. So in my house, I have 2 Josh Micros, which, let's say you don't have a massive 12,000 square foot house and you want maybe a single or a couple room solution. this micro will also function as the processor if the system's not too big.
Wow.
Yeah. So in my house, I have a Josh micro in my living room that's tied into my network switch over PoE. So he's the controller. But for some reason, let's say my switch fails, or maybe the unit fails. Maybe
That would be
it goes offline.
That would be if every device was able to be controlled over IP.
Yeah.
Whereas this probably has some IR ports.
No, that's all done through global cache. We'll get into that. So strictly IP up front, and then we can supplement the solutions maybe for a serial control projector or something else like that. But what's really cool is failover is built into the system. So here at this home, we have 2 Josh boards, right? One of them is running the system. Should that product fail, the next Josh board line will pick up the house, and that'll keep the Nanos up and running, as well as the micros. Let's say both of the cores go down for some reason. Something really nasty happens in the rack.
You get hit by a lightning strike.
Something, which we're protected about here, but just their feature, maybe a unit fails. Maybe there is an issue with the fan, something small goes wrong. If the main controller fails, these micros will pick up the programming from the cloud, since it's software-based, and run the house as normal. So I had it to where while cleaning in my house, our main processor has gotten unplugged. Well, the one in my bedroom just takes over. The house keeps running as normal. The Atlas still works. I just don't have voice control in that one area. So, pretty much every control platform, if your controller goes down, that's the end of the story.
Yeah,
Your whole system's done. There's redundancy built as
well as that.
Of course, you need the network up.
Yeah.
Every software does. That's kind of the name of the game. How are we controlling the TVs with any of the feeder and stuff? But just like that redundancy, so here in this home, we have 12 failover. We have the main core, the backup core for redundancy, as well as every one of these micros will pick up the programmer. Should that happen, the Nanos would stop working if the cores were down, since the core does the voice processing for these near field mics. But I can still use my eye. I can still talk to the micros.
So you got like 3 redundancies.
Might just be, for every micro in this house, it'll just keep going. Whichever micro has the fastest network speed will be coming over the system down the line. So if we were to go into the rack and I just unplug both the cores,
we should do it.
Yeah,
Is this dope?
you'd see. So we have a wired micro to feed it. So that micro would take over the first part. If we unplug him, then the next fastest micro will take over the system. That's just all the way down until there's one micro left in the home. Yeah. So
And what's really cool is you can speak to any of those micros at any part of the house and control a room that's on the other side of the home.
yeah. So that is when you get your more Amazon style communication. So if I'm in the master bedroom, I want to control the kitchen, I would prompt it for the kitchen, right?
Whereas inside of the app programmed, when you set these up, we're going to tie them to the room that they're physically in, so they don't have to identify the room, identify the specific product in the room, but just speak more organic.
And that lets you have cans in every single room of the house and not have this big freak out when you say can. Whereas with Amazon Alexa, you're going to have to...
It's like, which of the 300 cans can you adjust?
Yeah. Well,
Josh just says, I know you're in the kitchen, I'm going to adjust the kitchen.
yeah. And that goes for any part of the process, the TVs, and then I guess we didn't even touch on it. It's just so exciting. The deep dot, the AV deep dot is luxury mint. There's nothing like sitting down and saying, watch episode 2 of Stranger Things and just watching the house come to life.
We're going to have to make a video.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And it has, in my opinion, the best integration with Kaleidoscape. So if I go in there and I say, watch Top Gun Maverick, it's going to pull it up on the Kscape, right? First and foremost. So you can set priority. So Kscape, obviously, best content, best audio. It's going to search that content first. Let's say Top Gun Maverick was actually downloaded here in Colorado, but I had it downloaded in my Kscape in Texas. Well, then it's going to find what streaming service has Top Gun, and it's going to pull that up for me. So I'm not even thinking about it, which is the most frustrating part of having 100 streaming apps, is going on your phone and trying to Google who has this movie right now. All you got to do is say to Josh, he's going to go find me on the internet before you pull it up. So, just so excited. Yeah.
So we're really excited, guys, to deep dive into this product. Obviously, we have a few here in front of us: processors, the micros, we have a touch screen here, and then a couple handheld remotes.
We're going to get into unboxing these products as well as deep diving into each individual function. Like Chase should brought up the Kaleidoscape deep dive. So cool. But we don't want this to be a 3-hour-long video. Yeah, we're going to break these into smaller segments for you guys. And then to top it off, if we have time today, I want to walk through this home that has the Josh integrated actively and actually show some use cases of it operating.
Yeah, I'd love to show just how easy it is to text the house, which I use every night in my home. I'm the last one up every night, then the first one. I know you are too.
Yes,
But I understand that concern. You're like, well, if it's midnight, I don't want to talk to the house and have it come in the speakers.
Yeah.
You get engaged in night mode where you get whisper. It's called Josh Whisper mode, and where he speaks quieter during different times of the day based on your specifications. And you can also just text on, turn the house off, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, guys. So if you're interested in learning more about Josh.ai, subscribe. Smash that subscribe button down below and be sure to give us a big thumbs up, guys. If you're interested in anything technology related for your home, be sure to reach out for that free video consultation. Boots on the ground here in Colorado, and we're committed to delivering that white glove 5-star service. So check out some inspiration. If you go to the Dreamedia Colorado landing page, which will be in the description down below, you can see all the services that we have to offer. In addition, to check out our Dreamedia Plus program, which is for homeowners that want us to handle every single aspect of technology for your home, making it easy for you, no headaches. We take all of the confusion and the heavy lifting and the contractor management, the design, the service, every aspect from start to finish off your plate, including monitoring that system long term, whether it's a second home or your primary residence. All right, guys, well, I can't tell you how thankful we are for everybody's support. Till next time, this is Zach for Dreamedia Home Theater out here with Chase. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.